Romberg, Chapter 11. Of course, no parent believes it will be their son who accidentally has his penis grotesquely mutilated in a well-known routine operation. Sometimes it is. The direct effect of removing the prepuce has the dramatic effect of removing a functioning organ. The foreskin is approximately 1/3 or more of the penile skin, often over the size of the standard postcard. It is a sensitive erogenous zone as well as a protective layer. The foreskin is very rich in veins and lymph vessels that help regulate temperature and maintain penile health. The glans is a naturally damp, slickly lubricated internal organ. Though the foreskin retracts during an erection, it is never meant to be exposed for long periods of time. In fact, the head of the penis is not even covered in skin, but mucosa. Taylor, Anatomy. The foreskin protects the sperm-delivering head from the elements and keeps it sensitive. When the foreskin is absent, the epithelium thickens to provide protection from chafing and rubbing against clothing, fabrics, and other skin and hair that the glans is subject to when bare. This keratinization dulls these special receptors. In other words, it becomes calloused. More importantly, the foreskin is actually the most sensitive and nerve-dense sex organ. The shaft of the penis has 2,000 nerve endings, the head has 4,000 nerve endings, the clitoris has 8,000 nerve endings, and the foreskin has 20,000 nerve endings. The nerve endings on the glands are known as free nerves, which means they are only pressure and pain sensitive. The foreskin has both free nerves and Mesner's corpuscles nerve endings. These are specialized to be light touch sensitive. Fleece, 364 to 367. This comes into play in the role of protection and eroticism. The light touch can alert to contact with a potentially dangerous object, as well as a lover's arousing touch. The foreskin has evolved to be a highly developed erogenous zone for humans, even compared to other primates. Cole. When the dartos muscle retracts the foreskin from the glands during an erection, the retracted skin extends up the shaft, unfolding the mucoseous layer that extends a good way up the shaft depending on the size of the foreskin. Taylor, Anatomy. This particular area, as well as the entire prepuce, is incredibly sensitive to pleasurable sexual stimulation. It forms a series of ridged bands that both give and receive stimulation during sexual intercourse. Eden 3. Female partners report intact men as producing more external and clitoral stimulation than their cut counterparts. O'Hara, 79-84. It is not uncommon for painful penetration to be reported from couples in which the male is deprived of his prepuce due to his dryness and lack of natural lubrication. Circumcised men report gradual decreased sensitivity of the penis, which is a factor in late-onset impotence. That is only a couple of the number of sexual dysfunctions caused by the mutilative surgery. Foreskin. In any society, it is very difficult for a man of any rank's ego to overcome sexual dysfunction, but especially in the over-sexualized American culture. This shame, humiliation, and ridicule is surely worse than any walker teasing about having extra skin. Why do we bring these burdens to our sons? Although there is a plethora of research on this topic, many of the effects of circumcision cannot be fully measured. An example, surely there are also psychological retributions for this traumatic procedure, but much of it can. The evidence that is clear shows routine infant circumcision results in unnecessary deprivation of a sensitive, protective, immunological, and reproductive organ which is dense in nerve endings and blood vessels, which often results in further medical and sexual complications. Works cited: Ball, Dr. Peter, with John Dalton, in the article Clinical Guidelines for Phimosis, Norm UK, on May 1st, 2008. Cold, CJ, with K.A. McGrath, Anatomy and Histology of Penile and Clitoral Prepuce in Primates. In the book Male and Female Circumcision, Medical, Legal, and Ethical Considerations in Pediatric Practice, which is by Dennison, George C., with Frederick Mansfield Hodges, Marilyn Fair-Millos, Kluwer Academic Plenulum Publishers, New York, 1999, pages 19 to 27. And then again, that book in its entirety is separate from the article that was just listed. Eden Christopher, again with Marilyn F. Millos, and also Norma Wilcox and Robert S. Van Howe. The article Fine Touch Pressure Thresholds in the Adult Penis. MIUSA, National Organization of Information Resource Centers, Department of Pediatrics and Human Development, Michigan State University, College of Human Medicine, on the 22nd of October, 2006. Fonterloy, Gussie, The Truth About Circumcision and HIV, from Mothering, the July-August issue of 2008. Fleece, PM, with F.M. Hodges and R.S. Van Howe, Immunological Functions of the Human Prepuce, in the book Sexually Transmitted, or the reference book Sexually Transmitted Infections, volume 74, number 5, pages 364 to 367, London, October 1998, and that book is by Sorellis, Morris L., with James L. Snyder, Mark D. Rees. The article Foreskin Sexual Function, Circumcision Sexual Dysfunction, from the Circumcision Information and Resource page, written on the 9th of August 2008, sourced on the 5th of May 2009. You can link for that. A Gallery of Circumcisions, the Intactivism pages, 1999 to 2009, sourced on May 5th again. Harriman, Gary L., The Foreskin Advantage, from National Organization to Halt the Abuse and Routine Mutilation of Males, on the 30th of December 2005, link. O'Hara K. and O'Hara J., The Effect of Male Circumcision on the Sexual Enjoyment of the Female Partner, from the BJU International, volume 83, supplement 1, pages 79 to 84, January 1st, 1999, and that's British Journal of Urology International, the BJU. Taylor, Dr. John R., Anatomy of the Prepuce, The Rigid Band, Specialized Tissue of the Penis, 1996, sourced on May 5th again. And also Taylor, Dr. John R., Functions of the Foreskin, The Rigid Band, Specialized Tissue of the Penis, 1996, sourced on May 5th. And if you guys get a chance to check out Rosemary Romberg's book, Circumcision, The Painful Dilemma, they have chapter 11, Complications of Circumcision, condensed, available online, and it has the scariest pictures I've ever seen of the results of botched circumcision in infants. It's really scary. But if you want some really scary information, that's where you can go get it. Thank you so much for watching, and if you've made it actually to the end of my sources, good on you for watching all the videos. Thank you very much.